I'll always remember the day I started writing my novel. It was a Friday in October, and it was a beautifully glorious day, finally not too hot from summer. But did I go outside and enjoy it? No. Instead, I sat at my desk, picked up my pen, and finally started to write. First, the ideas flowed from my mind where they'd been growing for weeks. I love to let a story really sink in and tell itself to me before I start picking up my pen, and today was finally that day where it was ready. I noted down character names and major plot lines that needed to weave themselves together. The idea finally had a mood and a feeling and a vision in my head that was ready to come to life. And I was so excited, but also so nervous, so overwhelmed at the monumental task ahead of me of actually bringing this story to life. I read once when we're faced with pressure or stresses that we can fight, flight, or freeze. And I have to admit, I have a tendency to freeze in the face of pressure.
Baby, what are you doing? Do you want to sniff this? You're so pretty up there, yes you are.
Not that writing should be filled with pressure. It should be a joyous, creative experience. But I create the pressure all in my own head. The pressure to tell it right, to do the idea justice. The pressure of wondering if it will be good enough. Will people like it? Does that even matter? So many pressures come out when it comes to writing. And I sometimes let it make me freeze. Freeze in little ways, like snacking and organizing my workspace, doing everything I can to procrastinate just a little more the actual writing experience. In fact, the day I started my novel, I didn't even know if I was going to start it that day. I knew it was ready for me to write in my notebook, the ideas and the characters, but I didn't know if I was actually ready to open my laptop, open a new document, and type in chapter 1. Could I overcome the freeze enough to actually take the steps I needed to? But as I wrote my story down, it started bringing me so much joy, so many ideas that just needed to be told. I started to think, maybe today is the day I can start chapter 1.
It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't even have to be good. It's the first draft. The pressure. I'm gonna have to order books because, I'm gonna have to order a book.
I knew I was going to have to do a lot of research for this novel, but even in just starting the first chapter, I recognized some major knowledge gaps that need filled while I write. So I went on my favorite used book website, Abe Books, that I'm a partner of, and I ordered a book that will hopefully help my novel writing process. But I absolutely love buying my research books on Abe Books. They're so much cheaper, they're pre-loved, and they have a lot of specialized books that are hard to get other places. So if you'd like to check out Abe Books, then definitely click the link in my description. But eventually I got back to writing, and I closed my laptop at the end of the night with my first 800 words written. I was so excited. and looking forward to continuing this journey the next day.
Turn off the lights.